When the judge played Bambi's little secret, a voice note so filthy that even Mama D briefly forgot her scriptural quotes and yelled, "Lord, take the wheel, Bambi!" as she sat there blinking lip gloss. Perfect belly flat, no baby, no shame, no chance. To run behind her two bailiffs, already loosening their cuffs like they'd been waiting on this day on that tape. Bambi! Have you ever heard a grown man whisper, "That ain't my baby," while the entire courtroom pretended not to flinch? Giggling to her sister, "Girl, I told Scrappy whatever he needed to hear, including bills paid, brand deals, locked bags secured, and that he wasn't smart enough to check my doctor's receipts." The entire room froze, and Scrappy's lawyer almost dropped his binder. They were camped by the exit like vultures with ring lights. And just when she thought she would spin her way out, her handcuffs went off. But Atlanta knows better. They claim that Bambi has a second baby daddy on hush money and a hotel receipt that's about to drag 3 more cast members down with her. You don't know Atlanta, and you certainly don't know Bambi, because what was revealed that morning was only the first crack in a glass house that she had been building. It's brick by fake brick ever since she put that ring on Scrappy's finger. Fast forward this messy reel. Everyone believes that Bambi's biggest crime was pretending to have a baby belly. But the lie began much earlier. The moment Scrappy's album failed and Bambi realized that no more hit singles meant no more get more. Easy red carpet money. She began to plant seeds for pity parties on Instagram, including late-night crying sessions for the camera and enough soft filter selfies to give followers the impression that they were witnessing a woman broken by love. Meanwhile, behind closed doors, Bambi was living her best villain arc. It's the same week she shared that ultrasound pic. She swiped Scrappy's black card at a private med spa for lipofillers and hush-hush. Belly contouring so she could pose perfectly when the paparazzi caught her at the nail salon. Bump her inner circle was aware that one cousin had leaked text messages later that showed Bambi telling her, "This baby lie is my insurance plan." Scrappy loves playing daddy. He'd never leave a pregnant chick. And she wasn't wrong at first. Scrappy tried to be the husband. Every blog would worship him. He doubled her spending limit and even hired a top B1 to make sure their baby got the best care. Bambi kept pushing the appointments because she was too tired today, baby, and her nausea was terrible. Meanwhile, that same afternoon, she was at a hookah lounge with her cousin, a club promoter. The real twist was that Bambi knew the walls were closing a month before that courthouse bomb, and that Scrappy's lawyer began to poke holes in her timeline. The dates didn't add up, and the receipts vanished. Then came the discovery of the burner phone, which Bambi had been hiding under her glam kit and using to message Dre, the promoter, and 3 other guys. She called her business partners, and she thought she was slick until she made a mistake one night. Her name is Dre, and everyone swears he has receipts proving he's the real father of nobody's child because, well, there was never a baby. The following morning, when he was trying to set up Bluetooth, he discovered that she had left that burner phone in the back of Scrappy's Escalade. The first message on the lock screen said, "Send the new ultrasound, baby girl," and he needed to. See how real it looked? Imagine reading that after 3 months of rubbing lotion on your wife's fake bump and learning that Scrappy punched the steering wheel so hard that the horn wouldn't work for a week, instead of screaming or dragging Bambi by her lace front. As Twitter would have loved, he called his mother first, and the woman is Mama D. Don't say anything. Let the here hang herself. Mama's got a plan, she instructed him, adding that she thrives on turmoil. For weeks, Scrappy pretended to be normal, kissing her cheek, posting adorable videos, and fussing over crib shopping. Meanwhile, Mama D went into full-on grandma mode. Finding Dre's Instagram burner screen, recording voice notes. Hiring a private investigator, the same investigator who had previously caught Kirk Frost cheating. And creating a folder thick enough to split Bambi's online persona in 2. Fast forward to the courtroom confrontation where the judge witnessed petty love and hip-hop. Bambi told Dre, plain as day, "Don't worry about Scrappy. He's weak for me. He'll sign anything. He's paying for 2 houses and doesn't even know about you. Just chill, babe. but even the bailiff gasped when he pressed play on that hidden audio. Normally, Thursday content would include fights, wigs yanked, and drinks thrown. The court slammed that gavel so hard because of the stenographer's chuckle, which was the true kicker. She laughed as if she was proud of it. As if Scrappy's loyalty was a jest and her false baby was a prop. Jumping in that moment, the fairy tale she sold broke like cheap glass and cameras swarmed. The prosecutor ordered immediate detention, and Bambi's lawyer appeared to want to be anywhere but next to her. She yelled that it was a setup, blaming Stevie J. She even screamed Mama Day's name, as if she hadn't watched her entire kingdom fall. From the front row of the gallery, purse open, waiting to catch the crown as it fell. Scrappy didn't move. Instead, he stared straight ahead, and there were no tears in his eyes. This is Bambi, the same woman who once told her hairstylist, "Scandals make you trend faster than talent ever will." If the courthouse takedown was Bambi's biggest humiliation, you would think the woman would curl up in a jail cell, say a prayer, and plan her next fake apology tour in peace. However, trust me, that tape is just the tip. Sometimes the monster isn't hiding under your bed, sleeping right next to you. Thus, while Scrappy's name was cleared in a single blow, and the streets of Atlanta were about to discover just how many people Bambi had acting as extras in her drama, and how deep her lies truly went. Let's start with Dre, the promoter who believed he was untouchable because Bambi had him hidden behind burner phones and fictitious cousin titles. A leaked voice memo that was posted on a gossip page at 3 a.m. found Dre half-drunk boasting, "That's my shorty for real. Scrappy didn't even realize he was paying my rent. Dummy boom." The following morning, Dre's Instagram was completely cleaned up. Every club flyer was removed and every thirst trap was erased. But you know that the internet never forgets, and screenshots had already appeared on every blog from Atlanta to the messy cousin in the shade room. Meanwhile, Scrappy's lawyer didn't waste any time in spreading the word that within 12 hours of Bambi's arrest, a new court filing hit the judge's desk requesting full custody, retroactive child support adjustments, and a fraud suit demanding she return every cent he paid during the pregnancy. 20,000 spectators heard Scrappy's friends shout live from the studio, "My boy got played by a belly pad, but he's going to get every dollar back." In addition to telling a nosy bartender that Bambi had a plan C all along a phony miscarriage stunt just before the reunion taping to turn herself into a victim and get a sympathy contract extension with Mona Scott. Dre, better lawyer up. Clown said that, but that wasn't the only bomb Dre dropped. Yes, sis, she was prepared to use an imagined heartbreak for a plot point. Back when Atlanta's small, the bartender's cousin's cousin called into a messy late-night radio show with Even. More tea Bambi had everything planned out. She told Dre to relax until the filming was finished. And after she pretended to lose the baby, she would post a black and white hospital wristband pic with a depressing caption. You know, the typical influencer funeral vibe. In the meantime, she was planning to leak phony direct messages accusing Scrappy of being stressed. Brave production. In turn, bless that unpaid hero who leaked security footage from the reunion hotel suite. In the grainy clip, you can see Bambi pacing with her makeup artist, and there isn't a baby bump in sight. Once I do the miscarriage scene, Scrappy's stuck because he will look heartless if he leaves these men so easily. The next storyline secured, fans lost it, and Twitter quickly became a virtual lynch mob. Overnight, Bambi's fan pages were deactivated, and defamatory memes were posted in her face on my stage on a crime show lineup. Asterisk Stevie J Atlanta appeared on Instagram Live with a smirk and a newfound sense of confidence, claiming that he had always known Bambi was messy and that she had attempted to drag him down with her. He even waved a blurry contract page that claimed Bambi threatened to leak his dirty secrets if he didn't pay for her hush-hush medical spa visits. She blackmailed me too, man. You think she only had Scrappy and Dre on the hook? No, she had a few old men dropping bags every month to maintain her high-maintenance princess lifestyle. She also almost had me pay her mother's mortgage. As a result, blogs went viral, and fervent fans began tying together scenes from previous episodes, analyzing shadows on her belly, and comparing her nail colors with dates of doctor's appointments. One fan went viral on TikTok, exposing the entire scam with the caption, "This is the scam that gave Netflix scammers nightmares. Sis lied better than the Tinder swindler and did it with eyelashes glued." The streets weren't buying it by this point, and hashtags like #Bambi behind bars, #Bellygate, and #FreeScrappy were trending. Even random ex-castmates who couldn't stand each other were on podcasts, snatching Bambi's remaining edges. Carly. Bambi tried to play the victim card on Crooked back in lockup. And you can't make this up. She caught her crying to her lawyer, "I'm the only woman who gets punished for trying to protect my family, and Scruffy was unfaithful first." Red laughed so hard during a live taping that she spat out her wine and said, "I knew she was fake, sis. I wore Spanx to the baby." Meanwhile, Dre abruptly disappeared. According to rumors that Scrappy's team sent a quiet warning talk again, and that your next club booking is at A. Word on the street is that Dre's mother pleaded with him to keep quiet and pray that Bambi doesn't bring him down as an accomplice. Guess who arrived at the courthouse steps with a folder full of receipts? Mama D herself took out a custom-made fan. When Bambi waved her mugshot at reporters, she said, "I thought she played my son. God, don't sleep." Mama D also said, "Wait until you see part 2 of the saga, because if you thought burner phones and fake ultrasounds were the end, honey, there's a whole missing piece still hidden in the South Side." Mama D said, "Keep watching because what's about to spill will make this courthouse meltdown look like Sunday brunch." It turns out that the folder Mama D clutched like the Holy Bible outside the courthouse wasn't just a victory prop, was? Her next nuke word leaked, and inside it were texts, hotel receipts, and a half-finished NDA tied to a mystery man Bambi had in her back pocket since before Scrappy ever existed. This is Atlanta, baby. Behind bars, Scrappy is free from her web. Dre is hiding under his mother's bed, and Mama D is displaying her petty fans on every blog in Georgia. "I do," he said. Rumor was he was an ex-promoter turned party plug for visiting celebs. And get this, the same man once bragged that Bambi practiced her tears on him back in the day when she first learned how to twist a sob story into a paycheck. His name, Rico. Southside folks whispered that if Dre was Bambi's side hustle, Rico was the blueprint for her entire finesse. So Mama D did what Mama D does best. She dropped hints, but didn't spill it all at once. She told a gossip show host, "This baby daddy mess, y'all. Think y'all done solved? There's another snake in the garden, so try again." And by receipts, I mean color photos, wire transfers, and FaceTime screen recordings of Bambi wearing the same bonnet she claimed was hospital bed hair. Fans lost it, and Twitter went crazy. Rico has been trending for 6 hours. Some people even discovered Rico's dusty Facebook account and began to harass him like unpaid detectives. The poor man changed his profile to private and posted a single status that said, "I don't know that girl like that." Y'all, trippin' lies. Rico, the streets can smell lies now, thanks to Bambi's belly. Hustle. Back in that courthouse basement, yes, Scrappy's lawyer was filing new motions left and right. One was for an emergency asset freeze, saying goodbye to Bambi's Mercedes and fake Hermes bags. And another was to investigate all the side payments Bambi made to silence Dre, Rico, and anyone else she'd find while using Scrappy's money like Monopoly cash. An insider on the legal team told a blogger that this isn't just a divorce. It's about getting back every dollar she stole, and if we can show she staged it, there's talk of filing conspiracy charges. In the meantime, Mona Scott Young, who had been quiet up until this point, finally spoke up. She knew that if the network was discovered intentionally filming fake pregnancy scenes, this franchise meltdown could backfire. So Mona did what she does. She offered Scrappy an exclusive sit-down for a spin-off called The Truth, according to Scrappy from Daddy to Dummy to Done. Scrappy responded, "Maybe, but Mama D, she has already declared that she is filming her own show, which I will call." She told a radio DJ, "I'm calling it Mama Knows Best. The Bambi Files, pay-per-view only. Baby," adding, "I'll read text messages. And I'll make sure y'all never trust a belly photo again." I gave them ratings, drama, and tears, and now I'm the villain, Scrappy, who was never faithful. And they forget that no one cared about one former cast member. And Bambi. Well, a jail cell is a difficult place to play the victim, but you can. Be sure she tried. Another leaked clip from a guard's hidden phone shows her in the wrecking yard sobbing to her lawyer. Just when people thought Bambi might disappear quietly and reappear the following year with a depressing podcast, a hidden voicemail appeared. It wasn't leaked by Mama D, Dre, or Rico, but rather by an old makeup artist who claimed Bambi owed her money for contour belly pads. In this recording, Bambi boasts about flipping fake medical paperwork fees. Obi reports in with a little copy and paste and a phone call to my homegirl at the clinic. Boom, you're pregnant on paper. Scrappy saw it and reposted it. She made a clown out of me. Now I'm the ringmaster. Watch me flip this circus into my bag. Overnight, Scrappy's streaming numbers spiked. His old singles charted again. And a random freestyle he recorded outside the courthouse trended for 3 days, with fans pleading with him to release an EP called DNA Don't Lie. Meanwhile, Bambi's influencer gigs ghosted her faster than Dre did. And a skincare sponsor tweeted a shady story with the caption, "We sell bundles, not fairy tales. We stand with genuine mothers for the best serum." What happens now? By the time this voiceover reaches your headphones, Scrappy's legal team is still stacking fraud claims. Bambi's lawyer is pleading for a plea deal to avoid federal charges. Mama D is somewhere in a velvet robe practicing her next viral clapback, and a few of the PR shades were poetic. Rico is allegedly hiding out in Miami, swearing to club security that he's done with love and hip-hop girls forever. Not only did the fake baby scandal end Bambi's plot, but it also brought back Scrappy's, made Mama D the undisputed petty queen, and taught all the side guys, like Dre or Rico, to turn off their phones the next time they play Family. If you didn't hear from me, there's still one more mystery man working for Bambi who might testify next week. If he does, the story won't end with Bambi's mugshot on your timeline. It will drag down half the city's club scene with her. So buckle up, keep your wig stuck, and keep in mind that when Bambi fakes a baby, she creates a generation of controversies instead. Whereas Atlanta merely observes hits and laughter.